gives me great pleasure to introduce Chip Morris from Drive Time Happy Hour.
Yeah! Woohoo!
97.3. And we are taking no advertising. Chip, would you like to come forward?
Man,
Yeah!
it is so good to see so many of you out there. Can you hear us over there? Can you slide? You guys, come on. Let's all get in a big, tight group. We can't tell how many people we got. We're all spread out. Let's get. These are your neighbors. Come say hello to your neighbors. These are like-minded people. How many of you already think that you are paying enough taxes? How many of you think you are taxed enough already? You don't care about what the Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, whatever they call themselves, you're taxed enough already. 236 years ago, there were some cats who were living in the Northeast and in the South, and they were addicted to tea. They loved tea. They drank tea like crazy. And King George said, you know, those folks, they love that tea so much they won't notice if I put a tax on it. There'll be a bunch of people that'll grumble, but eventually they'll pay the tax because they want the tea. They got to have the tea. And these people said, you know what, if we agree to this tea tax, where will it end? They can pass a law and they can tax us on anything that moves. They can pass a law on anything that we use, and we'll have no say in it because we agreed to this tea tax. So we say no to the tea and no to your tax.
Right.
No to the tea and no to your tax. And what did they do? They wouldn't let them unload the ship. And they snuck out there in the middle of the night and they did civil disobedience. They destroyed somebody else's property.
Yeah.
And then the king got very angry.
Aw.
And the king said, no, you can't get together and talk about things anymore. You can't freely assemble. And the king said, you guys don't get freedom of speech anymore, and I'll send my soldiers over there. And that is why we had a revolutionary war in this country, and that is the spirit that is needed in saying we're taxed enough already. That's what this is about. If there is one thing, everybody here, this is a huge group of people, and they all have all kinds of interests. They have all kinds of things that they believe in, but I have yet to meet anybody that says, you know what, if only I paid a little bit more tax, my life would be good. I know Bill Clinton said it at one point, but I don't know that he ever wrote the federal government a check. I prefer to give the money to my church, give the money to charities that I care about. Why do I have to give it to the government to have it do charity work? This is not the culmination of anything. This is not the end of anything. We are not going to look back on this day and say, yes, this is the day that the oceans started to recede. But we may well look back on this day, April 15th, 2009, when we, the people, took our government back. Get involved. I guarantee you there are tons of you who have never been involved in politics. You have no idea how much money your government spends and on what they spend, whether it is the federal government, the state government, the Marion County government, the city government, the school government. I'm telling you, they're coming at you from all directions. And we are taxed enough already.
Woo!
Thank you so much for being here. Don't let it end here. Remember, as a unit, as a group, we the people can make a difference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chip. He's on a rush. He's got to get back to his radio show. Let's give him a little hand across the street. Go, Chip. I don't know if you've been paying so much attention to the speeches and the speakers. And I think that they really appreciate that, but I think that what they're saying is really appreciated. But you hear all that noise out there on the street?
Yeah.
Those are your brothers and sisters driving by, and they want to stop, but all they can do is honk and tell your whole crowd that they care and they're with you. That is happening all over the United States of America today. I don't have a lot of details from the news because we've been kind of busy, but I do understand that tea parties are just going gangbusters all over the United States. So we'll try to get you information if the news comes in. Meanwhile, I'd like to bring Kaylin Renee back for you. And can you welcome her back up? She's going to sing America the Beautiful.
Beautiful for space and skies, for and the waves of rain, over mountains majesty, above all fruits in plain. America, America, God shed His grace on me. Shining sea.
We want to thank our neighbors also. Let's have another round for Kaylin Renee. So I've got a mic system and loudspeakers, and we have this